Hello, my name is Sip Mendez and welcome to Sip's Handy Tips. In this video, I want to talk about the Alesis V49 keyboard and how to make it function so that the keyboard keys work as a piano or an organ or other instrument and simultaneously have the drum pads work also. So hang in there and we'll do it. In the previous video, I showed you how to set up your Alesis keyboard V49. And this is the Alesis V49 editor on screen. And the only thing I want to go back and look at is our drum pads. And this is the default settings. And it says that pads 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's the top row, are set to notes 49, 41, 42, and 46. The other 4 drum pads are set to 36, 37, 38, and 39. Now, this editor just shows you the note number. It does not tell you if it's a C sharp, or what it really is on the keyboard. So just keep that in mind. And remember, when you start your keyboard, when you start your Alesis V49 editor, you need to go to Options, Device Setup, and select MIDI into V49 for input, and select MIDI out to V49 as your output. You can click Apply or you can click OK. And then make sure you save it back to the keyboard itself. And click on Send. And it's been done. Now, something I found out while going through the manual, I'm going to open the user guide. In this section here called Operations Getting Started, it tells you that if you're using Windows, you can use inputs MIDI into and MIDI out to simultaneously with your digital audio workstation program. And that way you can make changes while you're actually playing and practicing on the instrument. And that's a good thing to know. There's also instructions here if you're on a Mac, looks like OS 10 operating system. It says to just go ahead and use the V49 in and out. Good thing to know. This is Cubase 9, and right now I just have an empty project. So the first thing I need to do is right click, and I want to add an instrument track, and I'm actually going to roll this up to 2. That way I can add 2 tracks at the same time. These look really small, so I'm going to make them a little bit larger, just to make it easier for me. The first thing I need to do is make sure that I am looking at the V49. So I'll go here, click on V49, and that's the first one, and that one is going to be my piano / organ. Very good. The second one, I will also make sure that it's looking at V49. Good. Now go back to the first one. It's looking at channel 1, and that's fine. If not, you can always change it to channel 1. The second one is going to be my drums. And I want to change that one to channel 10. The problem I have with Cubase is that it doesn't seem to distinguish channel 1 from channel 10 for the 2 instruments I've selected. But I will go ahead and input it that way. Maybe there is some simple solution. If you have any ideas on how to do it, Please let me know in the comments. Make a comment down there, and that'll really help a lot of people. Okay, let's go back to the piano. And right now the piano does not have a voice. So if I press keyboards, nothing happens. Okay, so I go down to the next line here, and I am going to get an instrument. I'm going to go to synthesizers, Halion Sonic SE. That's the only set of instruments I have. It's saying that channel 1 here is going to something called first contact. Well, I'm going to change that to just a plain acoustic grand piano. Okay, very good. So that's working. All right. And right now, if I press the drum pads, I also get piano notes. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to the drums. Right now, they have no voice, so I will do the same thing here. I will go to synthesizers, Halion Sonic SE. And notice that there are two instances of this now. This is the piano, and this is the drum set. I'm going to mute the channel 1 on the drum set, and I'm going to go down to channel 10. And I am going to select a drum set that I like. It's called GM 131, and it is a jazz. They are jazz drum set. And if I press a pad now, nothing yet. Okay. Oh, it's muted. I need to unmute it. And those drums sound good. But if I press the keyboard, I get all kinds of drums and percussion instruments. And that's part of the problem. Okay, the next thing I need to do is think about this a little bit. Okay, the next thing I need to do is determine which drums I'm actually hitting. And so let's look at the drums. This is the drum interface here, and if you look right here, every time I press that one is C#2. Okay, and make sure we write that down. The next one, pad 2, is this one. That is F1. Then F#1, A#1, C1 is on the fifth pad. Sixth pad is C#1. This is D1, and the last one is D#1. Very good. So now let's go back to our editor. This is our editor, and we're going to look at the drum pads, and we will see that it doesn't display the notes. It only displays which key number. 49, 41, 42, 46, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Okay. So there is a way to change it, and the idea is that this is a 49 keyboard, and it is not using the lower keys. I can shift the keyboard down that way to get some of the low keys, and I can shift it to the right to get even higher keys. But I think what I want to do is assign low numbers to my drums, and that way they won't conflict with the keyboard. So the first thing I need to do is change these numbers. I'm going to move it down 2 octaves. An octave is 12, so I'm going to move this down 24. So 49 minus 24 is 25. I hope I'm doing this right. 41 minus 24 is 727. 42 minus 24 is 28. And the next one, 46 minus 24 is 22. 22, very good. On the next one, we're going to take 24 from 36. That's 12. And since these are all in order, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right. And now I'm going to send these to the keyboard. And all I got to do is go to Main, Send. They've been sent. And we'll go back to Cubase. And here we are in Cubase. Now, if I press the drums, I get different sounds. Some don't even have sounds. Okay. There is a control here that can resynchronize the keyboard and Cubase. This one says it's on octave 0. So I'm going to move it up 1 octave. And you'll notice that the drums changed. Very nice. But still not the ones I want. So I will move it 2 octaves. And those sound like the same ones I had before. I had a clash. Got a rim shot maybe. Another clash. Clash. A kick drum or a bass drum. That snare. A clap. Those are the ones I had before. What I need to do is to be able to delete, to limit my keyboard. So here, if I hold down Control, then I can turn on 2 instruments at the same time. And you can hear that it's playing 2 different instruments at the same time. You can hear that there are drum, and you can hear there are strings being played. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to limit the range of the instruments. Yeah. Okay. If I press down Control and click on the other instrument, I can turn both instruments on at the same time. Now you'll notice that on the high end, it's playing only strings. But here, when I get to about here, it starts playing strings and drums at the same time. So I have to limit the range of my drums and of my piano. And this is how I'm going to do it. First, I'm going to turn off the piano, and I want only the drums. I want to see my MIDI interface here, everything about it, and I'm on channel 10, and the entire keyboard is available according to this. It says that the drum sounds start here, and that is C, C4. So C4 would be right here on my keyboard. Okay, That's okay. Where I have what I need to look at is where are the drums that I've selected. And if I click on this tiny little arrow here, the keyboard shifts over to show the very lowest keys. So if I click on pad 1, pad 1 is here, C0. That's the highest one I have so far. This one is D0, so that's a little further to the right. Okay, E0 is further to the right. That one I don't have to worry about, it's low. This one I don't have to worry about. That one I don't have to worry about. That one I don't have to worry about. This one I don't have to worry about. So the highest note is E0. And let me write that down. E0. Okay. Because I'm going to have to know that. So I want to limit my keyboard to the right of there. And I want to come all the way down to F0. So I go up here to channel 10. And I'm going to move this until it's down to F0. And I have to click on here and grab it and go down until I see F0. You can also move them up and down by using this little up and down arrows. Okay, so I want to go E0. That's the last available one. So that limits that. So now if I turn on the piano, I don't get any drum sounds on the standard keyboard of where it is now. But I am getting piano noises on my pads. So that means I have to do the opposite on the piano. So on the piano, I will change to my piano interface, MIDI interface, and I will limit it in the opposite direction. So I will, this is where I am. I will grab the end and I don't need anything. Looks like right there at F0. Okay. Now, if I turn both instruments on, oh, they are both on. Very good. So if I press keys, and I press drum pads, they're very good. What if I want lower notes? What happens then? If I go down on the keyboard, okay, so the last three notes, if I go down one octave, the last three notes are still going to play drums and strings. So the only thing I can do is just keep that in mind. But as far as the way I play, I only play on this end. I might go higher, but I'm not going to go much lower. Actually, when I go down to A, I think it's pretty low. If this is a problem, then I can redo it one more time. But I hope you understand what I did there. But it is a hack. It does work. If you've got a better idea, please include a comment. Well, that does it for this video. I hope you found the information useful. I'll leave a link down below this video if you're interested in the Lisa's keyboard. I've enjoyed it greatly. If you found this useful, give me a thumbs up. If not, you can give me a thumbs down. And if you're not a member of YouTube, sign up for an account. It's quick and easy. If you click on subscribe, you'll be notified of each new video. So until next time, take care.